I was really exposed at a young age to just nursing and healthcare in general. When my parents came over from the Philippines many years ago, it was my mom who went back to school and decided to become a nurse. And then she worked in home health. And so on days that they weren't able to have daycare, we would go with her to work. Interestingly, I actually wanted to be a doctor at first. Growing up, going through middle school, high school, and beginning years of college, my undergraduate, I was pursuing medical school. And then towards my later years, my grandmother was diagnosed with breast cancer. As her health continued to decline and my parents weren't able to take off work, it really fell onto the grandkids to just provide that daily care, whether it be baths or medication, making sure she eats. It started to change my perspective on my future, especially with little comments like, "You're such a great nurse. I'm really blessed that you're my nurse." And before I used to correct her. I'm like, "No, Grandma, I'm gonna be a doctor. I'm going to medical school. I'll be a doctor, not a nurse." And I laugh about it now because it was really because of her that, I took a leap of faith and I switched career paths, I switched directions, and I gave nursing school a shot. Because of my grandmother's declining health, I was looking for a track that I can get into quick and I can finish quick. And I've heard of accelerated tracks out there, so I looked up schools in the area. It actually was Concordia in Texas who was the first to respond to me. A representative gave me a phone call, and I remember leaving that phone call not having been transferred once, having all the answers in that same phone call. And that's how I ended up at Concordia University, Texas. Everything just felt right in school, in clinicals, in the hospital setting, with professors, other classmates. Compared to a lot of other schools, Concordia, Texas kind of throws you into the real world, into the clinical setting, our third week of school. I think I really benefited from having that clinical exposure coupled with the didactic learning all throughout from the jump. By the time I graduated, I felt beyond ready. I felt like I was a full-blown nurse. Concordia University has definitely prepared me for the world of nursing. My name is Michael, and I'm a graduate from Concordia University, Texas, Austin, ABSN track.